And this is music as a metaphor. This can be actually what it's like just from a singing perspective. You know, the girl that sang before me, she was good. She was young, she was beautiful, she was good, but she was holding back. And this is one of the biggest things that happens to singers, is the inability to get out of our own way. Like, we can practice and practice and practice, but then we get up there on stage and we only give like 50% of our voice. I mean, it's happened over and over and over again to me. So I know exactly what it is. And I face these opportunities over and over again, trying to bring it every time. And sometimes I could, and sometimes I couldn't. And many times it was, just pushing the envelope to where more and more my confidence was built and I could let go. But the main thing that has to happen to really let go is that you really have to be okay sounding terrible. Like, you really have to not care what the people in that room think of you. I was able to do it for many years with my creator, just me and my creator in my room, and I could sing my heart out. But it was much harder and a much longer journey to be able to not care about the people around me. And granted, I'm maybe a special case. I'm a bit of a codependent person, and I'm very, very aware of people around me, and it's been a very long journey. As I've talked about recently on, with one of my songs, like a boomerang, coming to a place where you don't, try to control and calculate the people around you. Even if you think you're coming from a loving place, that's not actually the way to do it, right? At the end of the day, we can only be responsible for ourselves and our relationship with our Creator. And when we work on that, the things around us will get healed and restored, even if it's not on our timetable, right? It will happen. That's what I'm here to reassure you today. And if you find that you're a singer that is unable to really let go, that you do feel like you're holding back, just don't give up. Just keep showing up. Just keep doing the dates. Just keep doing the work. And there will come a day, and maybe it's when you're as old as I am, maybe it's much younger, right? Or maybe it's when you're even older than that. It doesn't matter. I wrote a song, one of my first songs ever was, it doesn't matter when it happens as long as it happens. Because when it does happen, when you can get to a place where you truly don't hold your voice back and you really can sing exactly the way that you want to sing, and you're not afraid, it's not coming from fear at all, it's a worthy pursuit, right? It's truly, how can I keep from singing? It's truly coming from that place of worship about your Creator. You're getting out of your own way. And what I believe is that you're actually doing a lot for the collective at that point. That you're doing way more than you realize for the place around you. So I felt like, and I've felt this way for a long time, that when you sing in a place like that, sometimes it's not just about the people you're singing to, it's about the places. It's about clearing the energy of places. So I felt like that's what I was doing that night. I was clearing that old Ramada in, letting it have a new life too, letting it be restored. Clearing it of, not only my bad juju that had been there, but a lot of the bad juju, restoring places, right? And this gets into a whole topic that I won't go for the moment. But just keep in mind that when you sing to your Creator, and that is truly where you're coming from with no fear, only love, that is powerful. That is very powerful. And I feel it. It's been reverberating through me since that moment. It's been echoing, and suddenly, like, there being these seismic shifts happening in my life. And it was just one of those moments. I just came full circle. I don't know where I'm going from here. I never really know these days where I'm going from here. But it's nice to have those moments of reassurance from God and Spirit that I'm aligned and I'm on the right path. And that's the only thing that matters to me. It doesn't matter what my path is as long as I'm aligning it with God's will. And that song, my friend was sweet enough to capture. For me, it's a little bit of a crazy recording, but I'm going to post that. So that should be up on my YouTube Friday Night Videos. And I'm also writing a little bit more about a blog about these full circle moments, because I really want to encourage other people, both musically speaking, to not give up on themselves and that it is a worthy pursuit. I also want to do it as music as a metaphor from a spiritual level, that for me, music has always been that, my sort of outward, worldly symbol of this inward journey that I've been taking for a very long time. And that's very difficult to speak about. And so that's full circle moment as well with this podcast or this radio show that I'm doing, is that's where I'm coming from with music, and will always be that way. Whether I'm talking about the technique, it's always sort of a symbol for a greater reality that I still don't have the words for, but absolutely have faith in.